Hi, this is Scott Shepard, photo media instructor at Lake Area Technical Institute, Watertown, South Dakota. And this is a brief tutorial that will show you how to use the built-in Photomerge function in Photoshop CS5 to take three separate photos and turn them into one panoramic photo. And in this particular case, I've got three photos of a bookshelf in my living room. They're all separate, and ultimately they will look like this. And then after a crop, like that. So let's get started. First thing you need to know is that it's important to overlap the photos. So for example, I started in the center of a bookshelf and I picked something that had strong linear properties so that it was easier to align this as I pan to take the second and the third photo. But by overlap, I mean you'll notice on this bookshelf there's a green book. This is the same bookshelf and the same book. And then the same thing over here, an object here and here that shows that I overlap. There's no magic to how much you overlap. The software will find the aspects in all three photos and match them pretty amazingly. So with those three photos, I'm going to close these. And I'm going to go to File, Automate, and way at the bottom of this menu there's Photomerge. So I pick that. I'm going to leave everything as the default setting. I'm going to look for those three photos, which happen to be in a folder called Panorama Original Folder, Photos. I'm going to open those up, and without doing anything else, I'm just going to click OK. And now the software goes to work and starts to merge these. Now this is a pretty processor-intensive task, and in fact, I set my camera to the lowest resolution setting in JPEG mode so that these photos were not too big to begin with. I'm not sure how well this will do on a large JPEG file. And now what it's doing is it's comparing the three photos and magically blending the three together into one long panoramic photo. And there you have it. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to crop it. And in this particular case, I've set it to 400 pixels high to 680 pixels long. And I'm just going to draw the crop lines in here. And the secret is to try to crop it so that you have all image and none of the blank canvas that's underneath it in these layered photos. And I think that's pretty much it. I'm just going to fine-tune this. I'm going to hit crop. And now I have a cropped image. Now these are three layers. And what's really kind of fascinating is that if you look at each of the layers, I'll turn one layer off, you can see what the software did to try to feather this central image with the one on the right, and the same thing with the one on the left as well. And so these are three discrete layers, but put together it would be really hard to find where the seams are. Now the last step for me would be to flatten this image and save it as a JPEG file. Anyway, I hope this helps. That's how you make a panorama. Pretty cool.